Hi there, Capricorns. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Astrogirl. Great to speak to you June 22nd through June 28th. And at the end of the week, Mars, the planet of passion and energy, moves into Cancer, your relationship zone. So for those of you who have been having a difficult time recently getting through to somebody, or you haven't felt as if you and your other half, your partner, your lover, have been connecting, that the passion is somewhat wavering and maybe not as good as you would like, this is the perfect time for you to pick up those pieces and really, get your groove back, because it is very possible. I have many clients who come to me to say they want a divorce, it's not working, they're not having sex, and it's amazing how it is part of, a relationship which is working on it, and which is, having to flirt with your husband or your wife or your partner, having to go out on romantic dinners. You wouldn't think you would need to if you've been married 10 years, 5 years, 2 years, but you do. It's like anything. It's like a car that needs to be serviced. It's like, it's like a job that you can get very slack in and start getting in late and leaving early and having a long lunch hour, because you start to feel like, oh, I don't really like this job. It's like that. It's like you just start to lose a little bit of interest, especially when the sexual chemistry starts to wane, which for most couples, I'm going to say 80% of couples that I've ever really counseled, it has. And that's when you have to start taking steps. And, date night and going out and go dancing, or going out with other couples who are all over each other and picking up on that vibe, really working on things and making sure that you're keeping love alive, because there's so many people walking around who are desperately unhappy, trapped in a miserable relationship, scared to leave because they don't think they're going to find anybody else. However, their relationship they're in might be fixable. It's just a matter of, trying. I mean, you have to try to restore that passion and that security and that oomph you felt for each other when you first met. And it's there. It was there then, and it can be found again. So once Mars moves into Cancer for the next 6 weeks, it's going to be a really nice little love shove. And I hope that you feel it and pick up on it and really understand that you are in a good place. Capricorns, being an earth sign, sometimes you take things way too seriously. And I just want to, reiterate how important it is that you do learn to go with the flow, and that you don't take on board everybody else's problems this week, next year, that you have your own set of issues that you need to deal with. And you usually deal with them really well. And unfortunately, people do lean on you. They want you to solve everything for them. And it's not always that easy, because it takes away from your time to solve your problems. It takes away from your family values and your family time as well. And once Mars moves into Cancer this weekend, you are going to feel as if you want to be spending more time with the people that you love and care about. Next week, it's your full moon, Capricorns. And of course, full moons are very important. Actually, there's 2 full moons in July, which is very unusual. And this is going to be a nice full moon for you. It's going to bring about something, maybe a dream, a vision, a fantasy you've had, which is a bit far-fetched, and maybe you've been dreaming about winning the lottery or meeting this fabulous guy, or, we've all been reading about the Prince of Sweden meeting this girl who was a waitress and a reality star and marrying her. It's every girl's dream. But, I mean, is it really? Like after Mary with Frederick, it's one of those things, though. It's another Mary and Frederick, where it's a little fairy tale. So you've got a full moon coming up next week. So if there's anything on your mind that you need to scrap, that you need to forget about and put in the done closet, this is the time. Have a great week. Be kind to yourself, Capricorns, and I'll speak to you again next week.